Core Assets put out their first channel samples. These are sawn channel samples. You know, old Nick and team went up there with a saw and literally, you know, in the day took the saw and cut channels of rock and then broke the rock out. This is the most accurate way of getting good grade on samples, you know, of outcropping mineralization. They found a number of sulfide bodies in this area they call Jackie, which is part of this big system. And this really does give us the first impression of what kind of grades we might expect out of this system. And it is absolutely astounding. We're seeing silver grades in the 200 to 500 gram range. We're seeing lead zinc combined in the 20% range. If you start really playing around with the numbers here, which I did, I put it over here on the right-hand side in green. You do a weighted average, about 14.3 grams per ton gold equivalent. I like to think in gold, just under half an ounce. And then that translates to about 1,100 gram per ton silver equivalent. Okay, this is $825 per ton rock. Phenomenal stuff. Let's go to the next slide. Let's talk about the context of this. Okay, I've showed this slide before. This shows the quality of CRD deposits. It shows basically what they call a grade, proportion, frequency plot. Thank you. My brain's not working. It shows basically all CRD deposits and what grades we see in a very large suite of these deposits. Now, I've taken the weighted average grade of the lead, the zinc, and the silver from this announcement, and I've plotted it as a red dot in there. Basically, what this shows us is that the numbers that are coming back from this silver lime area are around the top 10% of all CRDs on the planet. Okay, that is a phenomenal outcome. You want to find grade? This is great. This is just a killer result. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, let's talk about the geology. This Jackie area, you can see it down there in the lower right, is the first area of several that were sampled. We expect channel samples from Grizzly and Sulphide City in the not too distant future, but there are samples clear off across the glacier over there to the upper left. That's 6.6 kilometers. Now I'm going to zoom in on the next slide. Go to the next slide, and we're going to look at this area at Jackie. Okay, first of all, there's a ridge. There's basically a mountain ridge that goes between Jackie and Grizzly. What am I trying to say here? Well, if you got Jackie over here and Grizzly is over here on the other side of the mountain range, here's your mountain range in between. These things will probably connect subsurface, all right? I really want people to understand that, okay? Basically, these are two ends of the same, kind of burrito or whatever you want to call it that goes underneath the whole mountain. Now, what's driving this thing? There's probably a porphyry buried there, and I've drawn what they speculate is the porphyry with the blue dashed line. What I think we have? I think we have potential to find a few tens of millions of tons of that $800 rock. Okay, this is not a little target. This is an amazing target, basically a district scale base metal silver discovery. Hang tight. They do have their drill lined up. I talked to Nick, and he's got a drill contract, signed it a couple days ago. Yaha.